Frederickson. I'm here with my phenomenal guest, Frank Fitzgerald, the #1 sport fit flatwormer in the world.
I'm honored to be here today, Freddie. Where are we going?
We're going to be heading out to Fred Fletcher Park in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's got the widest variety of cloudy helmet thieves in the world.
All right, let's go.
Flatworming gear out, and we're going to catch some flatworms. How are we going to do it, Frank?
So in the wild, planaria eat live and decaying invertebrates. So as bait, we're going to be using these dead worms.
Lovely.
So we're just going to put them on the hook, as you can see we've already done, and toss them into the pond.
All right, let's do it.
I think I got a big one.
Let me help.
I think we got it.
Whoa, this thing is giant.
Look at the pharynx on that thing.
Yeah, that's the hole where both the food and the waste come out.
You know flatworms have an ability called regeneration? If you cut off a body part, they can grow back.
The other cool part about that is if you cut it in half, it'll grow back into 2 separate organisms. You want to try it out?
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got my knife here, and we're just going to cut it right down the middle, like that. And now normally this process of regeneration will take about 2 weeks, but because of Hollywood magic, it'll only feel like a couple of seconds to you guys. Alright, so we're back after 2 weeks, and as you can see, the planaria has grown back into 2 separate organisms.
Now you can see this one on the right, it was originally the tail section, but the way it regrew is really important because planarians have older senses in one part of the body, at the head, and that is called cephalization.
And the way it grew back is really very ingenious. It was missing 60% of its body, but it grew back its head first so that it had all of its senses back sooner. And then it grew back the tissue between the head and the tail. And that increases its chance of survival dramatically.
Now you're probably wondering, how did it survive without its digestive system and its pharynx? Well, without those, the planarian can feed off of itself until it can grow back those necessary systems.
Another interesting thing about the planaria is the ganglia. It's effectively a miniature brain. It's a bunch of nerve cells in the head of the body that controls what the rest of the body does.
Hey Freddie, have you ever heard of flame cells?
I have. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, they're basically mini kidneys that line the inside of the planarian in rows of 2, and they collect all the waste around them, and then using cilia they push it into the nearest excretion tract to push it out of the body.
That's fascinating. Let's go catch some more flatworms.
All right.
Hello.
Hold up, man. You have a fluke in your liver.
What's that? Is that good?
It's a parasitic flatworm, and it's currently feeding off of you.
What? Wait a minute. How do you know she's a fluke?
Sorry, but she's actually attracted to you for one. I guess we're gonna have to fish it out of you now.
Is this safe?
We got it.
Wow.
And that's how you get the ladies.
So let's take a look at this fluke. The first thing you can notice is it's much bigger than the planaria.
It also doesn't have a lot of the senses that a planarian has because it lives in a host and doesn't need to worry about predators.
Well, we're out of time. Thank you for coming fishing with us, Frank.
Thanks for having me today, Freddie.
Till next time, this is Freddie Frederickson signing off.